All right, hello, this is Becky Songa bringing you another Video Plus Hangout. Welcome. I have a special guest with me today, Eleanor Pryor, and I will introduce her in just a minute. But before I do, if this is your first time with us on a Video Plus Hangout, we are here to talk about all things video, plus online marketing strategy, techniques, tips, and tools to help you market and promote your business, services, and products. Because after all, videos do not exist by themselves in the online or offline world, but it is the #1 communication tool and the only one that you can use across all of your online and offline channels to market and promote your business. Again, I'm Becky Songa, the online video marketer, and again, today with me I have Eleanor Pryor, so let me introduce her now. Now, Eleanor is a social media and virtual event specialist and an affiliate marketer, and she also describes herself as the not-so-typical mom blogger and affiliate marketer. Eleanor, why do you describe yourself that way? What sets you apart?
What sets me apart is I don't have what I adore most about the mom bloggers. I'm not crafty. I don't sew. I don't bake, really, or any of those cool things that the regular other mom bloggers do that set them apart. So I am a mom and I blog, so I feel like I fit in the community of mom bloggers, but what sets me apart is since I'm not in those niches, I'm in the internet marketing niche, and I like being able to say that I'm a mom in a blended family with yours, mine, and ours. So technically I get to say that I am a mom blogger, and I think they are an amazing group of women. So,
well, and there's so many different ways of being a mom these days. I mean, it's not, I guess traditionally we used to think of being a mom as being the homemaker and, all those things that you just mentioned. But now we're moms in so much different ways. And so I think that's what sets you apart is that you can be you can be the type of mom that you are, and you can talk about it, and you can bring it into all the different marketing that you do. So I think that's very cool. So Eleanor is here specifically with us today to talk about 2 of her newest products, the Mom Affiliate Marketer and the virtual event case study, a step-by-step blueprint. So Eleanor, let's start with the Mom Affiliate Marketer, and let's get really basic first. What is affiliate marketing for anybody who might be joining us who isn't clear about that concept?
Well, affiliate marketing is when you recommend somebody else's product online and you share a link that is provided to you from that person, and then you get a commission. So it's just basically like in real world, it's like having sales, doing sales, but online doing sales and recommending products that people can buy. So technically the way I look at it is online salesperson.
Okay, so you're recommending other people's products and getting commissions. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, so let's get specific about your product. What if you are just getting started, which means you probably don't have a list. You may have a website, but you maybe haven't really started list building, or you have a very, very few people on your list. How can you begin affiliate marketing?
There's several ways. I'm really social online, so one way is through your different social media profiles. You can get your links, share them on with your social media posts. Then there's also free sites like Tumblr. You could create a Tumblr blog if you wanted to, and you could start blogging from there, and that's completely free. You just go sign up for your account, and then you get your links and you share those links there.
Oh, I like that. So you don't even need a website necessarily to start affiliate marketing.
Yeah, not necessarily. Although I am a diehard WordPress.org fan, I do have a Tumblr, but I use that for syndicating. But for somebody who doesn't know what to do with WordPress yet, or hasn't learned it, or don't have a budget to pay for somebody to customize a WordPress site for them, then that is what I would do, is go with Tumblr.
Okay, so social media, Tumblr, free blog site places, those are great places to still promote your affiliate links, even if you're just getting started with some email list building. Can you share with us something really juicy from your training, the Mom Affiliate Marketing, for the audience who's listening with us today?
Sure. Before I do that, another place is where we are right now, is YouTube. So you could start on YouTube just doing reviews also, and that's a great place. Something juicy. Okay, there's several things. What I do is I take you through every step that I go through in my affiliate promotion process. And one of my favorite tools to use is If This, Then That, IFTTT.
Yeah.
So I bet you, a lot of you might not even realize that social media profiles have RSS feeds. So I take my RSS feeds from my social media profiles and I syndicate them all over the place. So when I do one action that I do maybe in Google Plus or Twitter, it just kind of goes everywhere I want it to go. So I'm multiplying myself because moms need to be able to clone themselves. So
Yeah.
this is how I clone myself.
I like that. I use that as well for my Pinterest marketing, especially because I was finding that I wanted my Pinterest photos to show up on Twitter, not as a Pinterest link, but so that people could directly click on them and get to whatever they were recommending or linking to. And so I use that IFTT for that. So that's a great tip. Anything else
That's a cool
really
recipe.
juicy?
That's
Yeah,
I haven't come across that recipe. See, everybody learns something new all the time.
that's true.
Actually, the other thing that I do in there is one of my favorite tools is PicMonkey, because you want a graphic like you brought up. You wanted the graphic to go into Twitter, and I can't remember where I read this stat, or the details of the stat, but pictures and videos attached to tweets get more engagement. So you definitely want to be able to do that. And PicMonkey is one of my favorite tools of choice just because it allows you for a mere pittance. I pay the $30, I believe it is, for the year to be so creative, and so yeah, that's one of my secret weapons. And the reason why I brought up PicMonkey is because I watermark all of my graphics with my affiliate link to whatever I'm promoting. Even though the image is pinnable back to my blog post, I still do that just in case somebody really just wants to go to the sales page.
Oh, that's really great. And that's also a good idea because a lot of times you are, like even on Pinterest, I know that you can actually share a photo and you can take the person's link off of the photo to where it was connecting to on their blog. But if the link is on the photo, then they aren't able to do that. So that's a really, really great tip. Really juicy. Great. Cool.
That, and then also it kind of plays into the brand recognition. So anytime you see my domain name, Eleanor Loves, with LUVS instead of the proper way to spell love, you know that that's either an affiliate link or I'm redirecting you to one of my blog posts. So it's great with branding. And also the reason why I use that is that I want to protect my affiliate links. So this is another juicy tip, because there are not so, I guess you could say, shady people out there that if you put out a bare affiliate link, they'll steal your affiliate link. I don't know how they do it or the technique, all the little details, but I know it's happened.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
You don't want to use free shorteners to do it. So this way I'm branding myself and I'm cloaking my affiliate links, and that's just one benefit of cloaking your affiliate links. There are many other, and I talk about the tool that I use to do that is called Easy Redirect Script, and that's in there, and talks about the value of cloaking.
Great. So those are some really great juicy tips. So if any of you that are watching this today are interested in this training, the Mom Affiliate Marketer that Eleanor Pryor has just put out, then I highly recommend that you pick it up quick, because Eleanor is practically giving it away. It's at a really good price. So you can do that by going to this link. I'm going to put up on the screen right now. There it is. You can go to that link right now, and it's available to download, right? As soon as they pay for it, they get it, correct?
Yeah, as soon as they do that, and then in addition, in a couple of weeks, I'm planning to actually do a webinar for the group or anybody in the course. Then just go through the whole thing, so that way if anybody has any questions or anything like that, they can answer. I can answer them for them, and then also will add value to the product, because video is a great way of learning. But right now it is definitely in PDF format.
Great. Okay, so let's talk about your next product that you just put out, which is the virtual event case study, a step-by-step blueprint. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
This one I'm really, really excited about. I like the Mom Affiliate Marketer just because it shows everybody kind of the steps I take every day in my business to make money. But the virtual event step-by-step blueprint is one of my biggest successes. So what I love about it, the reason why is because when I did this case study, I built a list specifically around Kindle from 0 to about 500 within a week's time. And that's what is amazing about it. And it's like the gift that keeps paying and keeps giving. So that's why I'm really excited about it. And I kind of got excited and maybe went off the subject of what your question was. So,
well, I'm actually really excited to learn about virtual events more and to pass on that information to my audience as well, because I've increased my virtual event production over the past year, and I've seen a tremendous difference in my business. And I'm very, interested in passing along that information. So I'm really excited that you already have this put together, and I can just say, look, here you go. This is what you need to do. Now, but what are we talking about when we're talking about live events or virtual events? Are we talking about webinars, teleseminars, hangouts, live Twitter chats, everything? What are you talking about specifically in this particular training?
Specifically, I kind of kicking myself that I didn't put Twitter chats in there because Twitter chats are amazingly fun. However, we're talking about webinars and Google Hangouts.
Okay.
And I prefer webinars and Google Hangouts because there's not only the audio, but then there's the whole visual where people can either see your PowerPoint or they can see and connect with you. So you're getting that warm connection. And what I did basically is I used Hangouts. There was one or two of my speakers that weren't really hip on doing Hangouts at that moment. So I did do the GoToWebinar. So, but yes, that's how we did it, and it worked. It turned out great, and it was over a period. So basically, what you'll find in this report too, besides that, is that wasn't my first virtual event. It was actually my second one. My first one wasn't I wouldn't say it was a complete failure, but 9 people on a list compared to almost 500 on a list. So you can see the difference. So in there, one of the reasons why I'm so excited is I share everything that I did with the first virtual event and what I could have done better with the first virtual event that I messed up on, and also on this virtual event that I did, which was basically it was like over a period of a month almost. What I did right and what I did wrong and what I forgot to do. And this is a funny thing, as somebody who forgot, a social media strategist, I forgot to put social media sharing buttons on the actual sales page and the replay pages. So there's lots of steps, so you don't want to miss any of the steps. And that's
and that's what you have in here. You have the step-by-step, right? Okay.
Yes. After each section, I give you kind of a to-do list of what you're supposed to do so that you don't get that deer in the headlights look when you're overwhelmed and don't know which step next to take. Right. So, and since I already went through all the steps, then it tells you exactly what to do, and then you just get that section done, and then you go on to the next section.
Okay, so my next question, I think, is probably well, you've already told us that you grew your subscriber from 0 to 500 on one event.
Okay, so the event was called the Kindle Summit. Now I'm drawing a blank. I know the domain name, but basically what it was is the subject was 9 Kindle experts show you how to make money with Kindle. It was basically on that premise. Okay. So basically with those 9 people, what we did was we did an hour hangout or an hour webinar, and they did their presentation, and somebody forgot I was on the hangout. And we did that, and then at the end we promoted my affiliate link. So with this Kindle event, it was free to attend, and then they got to view the video for the speaker for 48 hours. And then I took that speaker down, and then the next speaker came on. And one session that was like really, really successful was with Brian G. Johnson, and he did his presentation, and it was just amazing because it was through the affiliate commissions were through JB Zoo, and the 2 days that he was up, it was like almost every few minutes there was an affiliate email from JB Zoo saying, "Oh, you've got a commission, you've got a commission," and his sales stuck. I think there were only 2 refunds from the sales on that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun when you I always love it when my phone says you've just received a payment in PayPal, when I'm sitting at a meeting or at the beach or doing something with my kids later after I promoted something, and I'm still getting those benefits. So that's really fun to do, and that's what virtual events can do for you. You can have your virtual events, but they can keep working for you for, like you said, you had them posted for 2 days afterwards, but sometimes, one of the things that I like to do is teach people how to break them up too. Break up your videos into smaller videos that take you somewhere, take you to the sales page, and you can keep getting payments and benefits from it for a long time afterwards. So that's really fun. That's exciting, and I'm excited that you have this guide that can show people step by step how to do these virtual events, and because there are so many different things involved. And sometimes people don't realize until you go through it. And like you said, the first couple of times oftentimes aren't really that great. But if you have a guide like this, you're going to hopefully bypass that first or second time that weren't so great and just get on to what is really going to work and help make you profits in your business. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and like you said, with the repurposing of the videos, I actually, if you go, when you Google me and you go to my site, what I did was, because that first event was, even though I didn't have the attendance I wanted, I had some amazingly great speakers. So what I did was I took 5 of those sessions, and I just put them into my autoresponder, and they're my opt-in. So there's one that talks about WordPress and video, there's one that talks about YouTube, there's one that talks about Pinterest, and there's one that talks about format your Kindle book just by using Google Docs. So I just took those videos and turned them into my opt-in for my list. So once you do an event, you really have so much content now that you can do so many different things with.
Well, is there anything else you want to tell us about your product?
Let's see, what else would I like to tell you about that product? There's one reason why it works so well, and is because, and versus my first event and the second event, my first event, I did ask the participants, the other speakers, to promote, but I didn't make it mandatory for them to promote. So that's why maybe there were only 9 sales. And I did the first one.
So your second one, you did that. You did make it mandatory that they promote.
I did make it mandatory, however, not everybody follows the rules. Yeah. So not everybody did promote, but those that did promote, it was amazing. It provided the audience. It was great. So that is one thing that I would say, if you are considering this, that might have been my biggest pet peeve. I was really grateful to all the speakers who participated in helping me put the event together, but I was extremely grateful to the ones that actually followed through and did mail their list and did do the minimal promotion, because by them doing that, they provided the other speakers an audience, and vice versa. So it wasn't just me benefiting because they mailed and I was growing the list, but I was putting this event together. But all these different speakers were now sharing their audiences and making money from those different audiences and growing their list too. So when you look at it that way, it's not so one-sided. So my thing is, when you're asked to participate in an event and you know the rules, follow the rules, because it's not fair to the other speakers that are participating and providing you an audience if you're not doing the same. That was my biggest pet peeve that I experienced. And then technically, really, I mean, I could have just said, okay, see ya, and left him out. But I was like, well, we'll see how it plays out, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But that was one of the things. And then one of the other things of doing the virtual event is it always amazes me when I might get a payment from somebody and I'm going, why did I get this? And then I trace it back and I realize that's where it came from, was the virtual event.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of days like that where I get a payment for something. I'm like, well, I haven't been promoting anything, for a little while. I wonder what this is from. And then when I go back and trace it, it's just a link that somebody watched in a replay from a virtual event and finally clicked on it. A lot of times they were already on my list, and it just took them that long to watch the replay. So, it depends on the event. Generally, I have a time frame of you can watch it up until, a few days later, but sometimes I keep them up forever.
Yeah, nobody really knows if it's, because that was one of the things that people were concerned with. Well, you're using Google Hangouts and you're selling these recordings. Well, when I held the recording with the speaker, nobody was there present. It was just me and the speaker, and the odds are that you're gonna find, like right now, I don't believe we have any viewers.
No, I didn't even make it public for this one because you and I just decided to do this interview. So most of the times when I do the Video Plus Hangout, it is completely live and we have people on and Q&A and stuff. But for this particular one, I just decided to do it as an interview.
But so what I was trying to say is you might find one or two people will find your Hangout and they'll just view it. And so don't worry about that because that's somebody you would never have reached in the first place anyways. And so what I would do is they were like, well, since this is a Google Hangout, we're not going to pay for it because you're going to keep it up in YouTube, right? And I'm like, yeah, right. No, I said once the 48 hours is over, I will download the video from YouTube and take it off of YouTube. And and people didn't necessarily think I was going to do it, but I did. So if you're worried about how you're going to protect yourself doing a virtual event and using Google Hangouts, that's a tip.
Yeah, and you can always go to YouTube and, like Eleanor was saying, download it and take it completely off, or just make it private so that nobody can find it and get into it unless they have the link. And then if you want to offer it again as a replay or offer it in their membership, then you could actually continue to have it private, put the links into a private membership, and then still give people access that way so you can continue making money off of that virtual event. So.
And then the last thing is we didn't discuss how I monetized it other than through affiliate links. So there's several different ways that you can monetize, and you'll find that also in there.
All right. And that's important to know because a lot of people start doing things online. It doesn't matter if it's email marketing or video marketing or live event marketing, and they forget to ever have an offer or have a way to monetize it. And everything that you do online should take people down the road of eventually purchasing from you. So that's an important thing to have in the training, so I'm glad it's there. All right, so Eleanor, is there anything else you want to tell us about the training? You've given us so many juicy tips. I can't, this training's got to be loaded with stuff. I can't wait for people to get their hands on it and start doing it.
The only thing I'd like to tell you about that is that the first time, like I said, the first time I did it wasn't so great. I did it on my own. It was based off of a case study from Angela Will's product that she no longer sells. And then last August, I purchased Affiliate HD with Jason Fladlin and Wilson Matos, and in modules 8 and 9 is when he was talking about the virtual event. And I was going through those modules and kicking myself because I'd waited so long to do another virtual event, and it's so yeah, I'm excited about it because what it allowed me to do by holding the virtual event, I really wanted to go on this trip, but we really needed to move. So what it did was help contribute to moving my family into an area where we wanted to be. So if you want to do a trip, if you want move, or you have something big, you need some extra spending money, a virtual event will help you do it.
Great. Or if you're just looking at adding steady income. So if you do, maybe if you're considering doing virtual events on an ongoing basis, then it could be steady income that you're looking at bringing in as well.
Definitely steady. Definitely steady. And you're continually growing your list with it too. So it's like Yeah, it's no. A matter of fact, there was one speaker who he didn't have an actual affiliate product, but he was a book publishing. And it's funny because this was, like I said, back in October of last year.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I've gotten two $150 payments from him from people taking him up on his offer. So
Wow.
yeah, it is still paying. And the list, I've had some unsubscribes, but the list is still at almost 350, so I've only lost 150 subscribers, which is
Uh-huh.
pretty good. And
Yeah,
then
because a lot of
when
times you
I
lose about
mail,
half. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and so when I mail still, every once in a while, when I'm mailing, which not every once in a while, but when I mail, I usually do, there's sales that do come through. So it's still
Cool.
paying for itself.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's time for
But
you as the viewer to start your own virtual event, and you can pick up your copy of the virtual event step-by-step blueprint that Eleanor is offering. Now you'll want to go to the link that's shown here right on the bottom of the screen as quickly as possible. Again, this product is priced so that no matter where you're at in growing your business, if you're just starting out or even if you're a seasoned veteran but you want to start adding more virtual events, you'll be able to pick it up and learn what you need to from it and start making money. Eleanor, I want to thank you for being on my Video Plus Hangout today. I look forward to having you on again when you release new products. I'm Becky Songa, online video marketer, and we will see you in the next Video Plus Hangout.
bye, everyone.